If you know me, then you know I'm a fan of Snapchat. I've been using the service since it was a little over a year old, you know? Even after the update, I'm still on it. To be completely honest, I often check stories before I check Twitter and Instagram. And you know, we've had our struggles.
I was banned from Snapchat.
But overall, you know, I've had a good time with it. I enjoy the app. You should definitely add me. I'm always posting whack shit on my story.
Do you want some tea?
Get my tea, bitch! Damn! That shit good!
You know, as of late, I've begun to notice a few Snapchat habits that really just drive me crazy, and I decided I wanted to talk about them today. If you do any of these things, you know, don't consider this a personal attack. Consider it a bit of a public service announcement from a concerned citizen. Let's get into it. Now, I'm all for having a good time and sharing it, but when your Snapchat story looks like this, there's a problem. Like, there's no content to watch here. It's just like 810-second clips of the exact same thing. Concerts are fun. That's why people go to them. If you're at a concert, I want to see something interesting. I want to see somebody crowd surfing. I want to see your friend go absolutely nuts. I want to see somebody die. But people don't do that. They just go stand in the 100th row and film the whole thing on their iPhone 7 Plus. You know, they're like supporting it with one hand because in the other hand, they got to have a charger because the battery's already dead. And it's Snapchat, you know, so the quality's not that great. Like, you can't even really see the band. You just hear the speakers blown out. Speakers blown out. By what could be music, and a bunch of like Texas girls in their late teens just screaming at the top of their lungs. Bunch of thoughts hopped up on Corona. I'm sorry, Texas girls, that was a bit far. Just a little editor's note here. I actually went to the MGMT concert in Dallas the other night, and there was a guy standing next to me in the crowd, and he was doing exactly that. He was just recording snap after snap. And just sending it straight to his story, and my greatest fears have been realized. They're still out there. Continue fighting the good fight, people. And what's even worse is when they can't afford to go to a concert, so they give you a concert. They just sit in their car singing. Like, you can typically find your like basic chicks sitting in their Honda Accord blasting like Post Malone or Fergie, just singing along to the lyrics by themselves on their way to work.
All till the day I fall, ball till the day, long as my bitches love me, my bitches love me, my bitches love me, my bitches love me.
And it's never just like one snap. No, it has to be the whole song. You have to hear them sing from beginning to end. I don't know who they're singing to. Do you? Do you know who they're singing to? The point is that nobody wants to sit on their phone and click through that mess.
I'm not that nice.
Now, before we get into this, let me be clear, all right? There's nothing wrong with sending a post to a couple friends and your story at the same time now and again, all right? Like, sometimes you see something and you're like, hey, that's really funny. I want to share it with the world, but I also want to make sure my friend sees this. If something is relevant to me, I don't mind it being sent directly to me as well as posted on your story. But at a certain point, we got to draw a line in the sand. I don't want your whole story sent to me every few hours, okay? Like, there are people that will take a snap and then add like every single one of their best friends and send it to them and their story. Like, it just doesn't have any relevance to me. It'll be something like,
oh, mirror selfie. What should I wear today? Love the sunny weather. Oh, there goes my wife's boyfriend.
Like, that's what your Snapchat story is for. Like, people probably did that originally, and the guys at Snapchat were like, shit, hey, we should make like a public posting system. You're a genius, Harrison. My wife is dead, sir. The new Snapchat update even shows your story on the friends page, so you can open a snap from someone and then see that it's been put right on their story as well. Like, you can tell. You can't get away with it now. And usually people are just doing it for the streaks. Here we go, boys. Gotta have my streaks. Gotta keep up my streaks. LMAO streak. This is the worst fucking thing Snapchat has added to their app. I hate these things so much. Wow, the sun's coming up and I look great. I get at least 2 or 3 snaps a day from people I don't ever talk to that say streaks or just like the fucking letter S. Everyone gotta keep up these streaks, gotta hit 100! Can we just stop it, please? Like, streaks are supposed to be a little reward for talking to friends frequently, you know? It's like a little system for people you communicate with often, but people have turned it into their entire lifestyles. I have seen kids sit and reply to like 50 or so snaps, and they're not even sending anything relevant. It's just like 50 or so pictures of like their feet or the color black, and it takes like 5 or 6 minutes. There's no value to that. I've had people get mad at me for missing streaks. Like, you've gotta be kidding me. This is just a perfect example of like humanity's obsession with stupid social media trends. Like, you bring nothing to the table with these photos that you're sending back and forth. There is literally no value. But life outside the phone is just so miserable that you become addicted to just tapping away every morning and sending photos to your entire contact book. And what's the reward? Emojis. Woo! We got that 100 emoji! You get little emojis next to your friend's name. Whoa! If you're about to miss a streak, they put that little sand dial on there too, just to like rope you back in, because they know they've got you in their clutches, you know? You're like in their hands, you're putty, and they just gotta remind you to just keep going. Just stick with the program. I had a fan add me on Snapchat recently, and they sent me a snap. And they were like, you wanna start a streak? Look, man, I love you, and anybody else that wants to add me on Snap to talk, you go ahead. Send me a picture of your toes. But no, I will not start a streak with anybody. I'm not gonna have a streak for the sake of having a streak. That's stupid. What's the point? What do I gain? Miss me with that.
Don't call me nice.
Time and time again, you will accidentally add a thought on Snapchat. You know what happens? They're out there in the social pool, you know, kind of hiding, and all they do is complain about their boyfriends. Now this one's more avoidable because at least you can predict before it happens, you know? Like, typically these chicks will start dating a dude, and like 2 or 3 weeks in, they'll just start posting a bunch of like,
I love you so much. This is the love of my life.
and like already that's incredibly annoying because no, he's not. This happens 3 or 4 times a school year, and we don't care. But then it somehow gets worse. Like, you'll start seeing things like,
When your boyfriend won't pick up the phone, even though you've called him 6 times. When your boyfriend was just talking to you and you ask a serious question and he disappears. When your boyfriend ditches you to play with the guys. Ugh.
eventually you just start to see that stuff like all the time because their boyfriend's probably off cheating somewhere and not answering the phone anymore. Maybe they think putting him on blast will get his attention or something. I don't know. But they continue to put it up on their story. Like we care about their relationship falling apart. Like, we've got problems too. All right, honey? Some of us are in debt. Some of us have like sick family we're trying to take care of. And you think we're gonna be upset too that you keep dating shitty guys and then get upset when they treat you like trash? Be gone, thought!
I'm ready, blow my lid off.
And when it comes to things like, you know, like drugs, booze, drinking, smoking, cocaine, any of that, I normally don't mind. Like, you're out having a smoke with the boys and you want to show them off, you're good.
Having a couple wines with the girls.
Go for it. Some cheerleader gets drunk at a party and falls off a table. Please show me, I want to see that. But when you begin posting things like this...
Happy Sunday, everybody. I'm drinking. I'm high right now. Oop, I'm fucked up again.
You drink? You smoke? That's insane! That's so cool, dude! Except not. No. I knew a girl in high school. We're gonna call her Margaret. She was pretty chill. I ain't got beef with her. I added her on Snapchat though. And like, just right off the bat, like that's all she would post. And it wouldn't even be like her and her friends partying all the time. Like half the time it was just, I'm high with a blunt. Like that's all it was. Like all her posts were just about how she smoked weed. And she would pull photos from her memories from like 8 months ago or something. You know, just like,
Look how big this blunt is.
yeah, I'm using a spoon. Here at Perrine Studios, we are in incredible debt. But essentially, her posts were focused around the fact that she was high or that she smoked weed. I've seen other people too, like whenever they would go out and drink, is they would just post a photo of them just like holding a bottle of something, you know, like,
LMAO, fucked up, part 17.
I don't understand this mentality that just will not go away about how drinking and smoking makes you really cool. People treat it like it's something completely out of the ordinary, like it's something special that they do, and they need to let the world know that they drink Tito's handmade vodka. And you can tell they don't actually do anything interesting when they drink because that's all they post. Seriously, we don't care, dude. This cannot be all that you do with your time. If the fact that you're smoking is the highlight of your post, then don't post it. It's not worth it.
My daddy told me, somebody hit you first, you whoop their ass. Oh no, you gotta grab a stick.
Nah, you dumb.
You want penis enlargement pills?
Then at the bottom, you just got Evan Spiegel. I really don't know how to pronounce his name. He doesn't really do much. He's just a terrible boss. I mean, this man took home $600 million last year, and he couldn't even give his employees a bonus. I mean, come on, Evan. Come on, man. If you take anything from this video, it's that I'm miserable. I hate college. If you want to see more rants about social media, let me know in the comments, because I've got a lot to say. And if you do anything mentioned in this video, please do not add me. Thank you for watching. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. And, bless up.
I mean, not nice. You said it twice. You said it twice.
My grandma said, watch your mouth. I took my backhand here. That was the last time grandma questioned me.